Okay, good afternoon everyone. Thank you very much for tuning in, and hope you're going to enjoy the next couple of minutes with us. I'm Melly, and this is...
Hi, I'm Shally.
So we're Melly and Shally. We came up with this only today, and we want to use this opportunity to demonstrate some products and unpack Liqui Moly and make it simpler. Simple for you to understand where to use it, what application and where it's supposed to go. And Shally is an application engineer and he's also our technical support. And he sometimes has a way of explaining things not as simple for most people to understand. So together we will make sure we can unpack Liqui Moly and make it much easier for you to understand.
Perfect, thank you, Mel. So yes, as Mel explained, I'm an engineer, so sometimes most of the audience get lost. And so to start things off, I want to explain a little bit of the ceramic compounds and the additives we have in our range. So as you can see, these are the two I'll be focusing on. The one is the Ceratec, and the other one is the Proline ceramic spray. So to understand ceramic, we have ceramic powder in a powder form here. What is a ceramic? So to understand ceramic basis, it is an inorganic substance that is generally prepared by using heat and then cold. The fun fact is that ceramic...
I just wanted to ask you, can you please make it a little bit simpler? So yes, the fun fact will help.
Fun fact is ceramics have been around for 9,000 years already in Mesopotamia, used mostly in pots and pans and those kind of things.
Yay! So excuse us, but it is custom, and every hour in Liqui Moly South Africa, we ring our celebration bell, we celebrate, and we sanitize. Okay, back to you, Shally.
Perfect. So ceramic is a solid friction modifier that we use in these products, as you can see. And the amazing thing about it is an extremely low coefficient of friction, which helps to reduce the friction.
Friction, and you said friction modifier. Both of those words, I feel we have to unpack because it wouldn't make sense to every single person out there.
Perfect. So if I can start with friction, just the basic concept of friction is I have a little block. In order for me to move it forward, I apply a force. On that block is on a surface, so there is a reactive force acting on that surface. So in order for me to move that block forward, I have to exceed that load of the block.
Oh my goodness, okay. So for all the engineers and all the mechanics out there, that would have made sense. So if I can explain it the way that maybe my mother would understand, is, I don't know about you, but one thing I enjoyed as a child is a cardboard box coming down a hill. So I hope you can relate. I don't know if you've done that as well, Shally. So if I don't have the cardboard box and I'll be coming down that hill, 10 to 1, my pants will have less material on it and I'll have a really, really warm backside. So that would be friction. But when I get a cardboard box and I put it underneath me and I come down the hill then, that is a friction modifier. So I take the friction between myself and the hill away. I can go down much quicker, much smoother, enjoyable ride, and I also keep my pants in one piece. So to understand the friction modifier, just always think of that cardboard box underneath yourself coming down the hill.
And the amazing result is that cardboard box acting as a friction modifier in your vehicle is also reducing wear and friction. So that's a basic understanding of friction. So the amazing thing is that we have this Ceratec. It's called ceramic aviation technology. Now can be used in automotive range. The Ceratec is a high-tech micro ceramic particles inside. It's an oil additive that can be used with friction modifier. So in terms of the friction modifying effect, I know Melisha's touched on it on a very basic concept. Friction modifier in this case is a solid friction modifier, which is the Ceratec of the ceramic particles. And the amazing thing is it has 1,400 degrees it can withstand on thermal loads. So to explain that, if your car has, if you're driving your car and you suddenly have oil loss, your components will be protected even though there is no oil present. That is the protective layer of the Ceratec. So how do ceramic particles work? Because it is very small.
Shally, can I ask you, you're referring to microparticles, and microparticles also sounds a little bit German to me. So just elaborate on why are you referring to the microparticles the whole time?
Perfect. So many clients ask if I use Ceratec, if it's going to damage my car, because it might block the filter, the oil filter. So in terms of the ceramic particles, it only has 0.2 to 0.5 microns. That's how small it is. Now, the amazing thing is on a filter, the biggest pores is 35 microns.
Okay, so 0.3 microns. So I know a piece of hair is 20 microns. So if it's 0.3 micron, it just means very, 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 very small.
You won't even see it. That's how amazing it is. Yeah, so in terms of the properties of it, I've already mentioned it's miscible with oil. It's 1,200 to 1,400 degrees Celsius, and it mixes with all commercially available grade oils. So anything from a mineral base oil to a fully synthetic base oil.
Okay, so it can be mixed with everything. And can I ask, so the Ceratec, is it a product, how would I add it to my car?
Perfect. So there are many applications for the Ceratec. It's not only for your engine, but it is most commonly used for engine, for automotive. How you do this is where you fill your oil. You just open your filler cap, you add the oil. This is 300 mils is sufficient for 5 liters. And the lasting effect of these ceramic particles is 50,000 kilometers inside the engine. However, these can also be used for manual transmission and differentials.
So tell me, Shally, if I have to add it to my car, do I have to make sure that it is with is it with a brand new service? So must I make sure that it is with the service that I only added, or when do I add it?
So ultimately, what you would like is to add it with new oil. The reason for that is you can only have the optimum performance of this with new oil, irrespective if your car's out of service plan or still under warranty.
Okay, so I can add it. This will be best if I add it with new oil. But let's say I have already done 3,000 or 4,000 kilometers with the oil in my service. Can I still add it?
That's perfectly fine.
Okay, and I see there's this very nice sticker that comes in the box. What is this for?
So the sticker is an indication just for your own reference to understand when was the last time you added this Ceratec. So you can see within the next 50,000 kilometers from that interval, you'll be able to add it again because then this has worked out.
Okay, so if my car is currently on 15,000 kilometers, I'll write that down, and I know I only have to add Ceratec to my engine again at 65,000 kilometers,
perfect.
even though if I do services every 15,000 kilometers. Okay, great, that's awesome. So good to use the sticker. Make sure you put the kilometers on there once you've added it to your engine. And then what is the benefits? I mean, if I have it in my engine, what will it do? I know it's a friction modifier, so it will be that cardboard box for me. But what would it do for my engine?
Perfect. So in terms of your properties of itself, this will be able to reduce your fuel consumption because it reduces wear, internal resistance. So one benefit will be definitely your fuel consumption and also your cold start behavior when you start your car first thing in the morning. Because then this solid friction modifier is the lubrication that takes over, although there is no lube present.
Okay, stunning. So now we're approaching winter, and for us to be able to make sure that we add it to make sure that cold start it's protected. So fuel consumption is going to help. If it's going to lower friction, it's going to definitely then give me a longer engine life, and the engine is going to run cooler. So all of those extra benefits. But can you?
Yeah, I can demonstrate this for you. So in this little glass here, we've only got water inside, just to demonstration purposes. So you can see actually how effective this Ceratec is on metal surfaces. So I'm just going to create a very thin layer of Ceratec here.
Okay, so I understand we are using water instead of oil, just to be able to show you. So Ceratec is, if I can call it, it's almost like a fountain of youth, or for your vehicle, so to make it last much longer. But to be able to give you an idea of how it protects your engine, this is a very simple way for anybody to be able to understand the support it gives to the moving parts in your engine. Okay.
So it has excellent adhesive properties to metal surfaces, and Melly, if you want to apply that, just dip it inside. You actually see the protection it gives all around the metal surfaces.
Wow!
So this is how Ceratec works and acts. Okay, so there are many components, metal surfaces inside the engine and gear systems that you need to protect. Things like extreme pressure and wear.
So this is amazing. It clings to the screwdriver. I know we are using this because to be able to really illustrate how it works in a car, you have to open it up. But this gives you an idea of really how it protects the engine parts. That's amazing, stunning. A product that every single vehicle should have to make sure that it just lasts so much longer. So that anti-wrinkle cream, fountain of youth for your vehicle.
Just to give you an indication of the Ceratec, there was actually a test conducted on our 10W40 oil with that. On addition with the Ceratec, and some of the results we got is 34% decrease in wear and up to 75% decrease in friction. So it gives you an explanation of this amazing Ceratec product we have.
Oh, that's stunning. And now the next superhero of ours is the ceramic paste. So if you can give us a little bit of an idea of where to use it, what is it for, what exactly is its purpose?
Perfect. So this is our Proline ceramic spray. It is a paste. The amazing thing is, the reason why we say Proline is because of the packaging. It's very easy to use, comfortable for the hand. Also, it has two functions on how to spray it. You've got a peripheral spray in front, where you can just spray in general area, or in confined spaces where you can't reach. The amazing thing about the Proline range is as well, you can use it upside down if you're laying under the car or in a difficult to reach area.
So in one of my yoga downward dog poses,
yeah, one of those
also
poses, maybe make to
looking forward to that.
Perfect. So the reason why we're reviewing this as well, this also contains micro ceramic particles, and this is on the other sector of the business, that is more automotive, where this is for your workshop or DIY at home. Now, in order for me to show you quickly how this works, got a little illustration here, and I'm wondering how many of you actually caught up in a scenario like this before, maybe at work, maybe at home, where you have a bolt and thread that is completely damaged. Those threads are not even going anywhere.
So maybe as well, if people are commenting currently and watching, I don't know how many of you can actually think that what is the possibility of getting that nut out there with the amount of damage that's been caused on the threads.
So how you would use this is, I actually enjoy using the little spray nozzle, and what you do is you're just going to apply a little bit on the top. Just make sure you shake it nicely so you can actually see the white ceramic particles come loose. Perfect, so there you see is a very thin layer of ceramic on that. Now I'm going to attempt to loosen this, although this thread is so damaged and even bent.
So Shally, if you can, while you, for me it looks like it's not possible because there's been so much damage, but that already looks very, very easy. So where would I use the ceramic paste at home?
So at home there are many applications. The biggest factor of this is high stress and temperature applications. So if I can give you in industrial sectors, you can use turbines, you can use your internal combustion engine of releasing or de-stressing some certain components. At home, personally I've struggled with one of my main gates where there is roller bearings on, and those bearings experience the environment such as corrosion.
So I just want to see if there's extra tension because we're going around the corner there or a little bent, and I still
so
see
you
it.
can see it's quite easy still. And this is the amazing thing, these micro ceramic particles, as I explained, it's very, very small. It actually goes between this little thread to reduce the heat and thereby reducing friction. So it makes it still easy. And I'm already through the bend. You haven't even seen me break a sweat. Yeah. So it's actually so simple. And this is the amazing thing. These products you can actually use at home. Anyone can use this. It's not an engineer or just a mechanic in a workshop, but you can also have the full experience of these products.
Okay, so for home application, you said that you like using it for?
I've got a sliding gate which has rollers, and those rollers experience hot and cold water depending on the environment, and also this has a protective layer on corrosion. So if you spray that, it actually loosens corrosion for prolonged periods, so you don't have to worry about that.
Stunning, and I know as well a product that, or where it adds quite a lot of value is where we have places where there's springs and it actually squeaks a lot at home. So I know the ceramic paste is different than a multi-purpose spray, because a multi-purpose spray and a paste lasts much longer.
Much longer, yeah.
So if you have places that you maybe every 4 weeks or 6 weeks you have to respray, applying the ceramic paste will make sure that you don't have to apply it that often, and it will protect it so much longer.
The amazing thing is also, if you lose the lubricant properties of this, the solid friction modifier still stays behind to reduce friction, although there's no lubricant there.
Stunning. So that is our ceramic superheroes. I hope you've found some value and made it a little bit easier with the demos to be able to understand where to use it. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comments on the video. Between the two of us, we will definitely make sure that we answer it and help everybody else that might have the same. And this has been our first live video as Melly and Shally.
Yes.
So please keep an eye out, as we're going to take a lot of the Liqui Moly products and unpack it. We absolutely enjoy Liqui Moly, and there's so many different areas where it can add value to your home, to your business, and we would like to unpack that for you, making it so much easier.
Easier for you.
Be safe, take care, have a wonderful afternoon.
Cheers guys, have a good day.